Hey, it's a pleasure to see you sexy beasts again, VatiWah here, and welcome to another episode of Skyrim mod review, Boobs and Lubes. Now in the previous episode, I asked you sexy beasts to choose 3 followers out of a total of 9 that you want me to keep, and it's your favorite. Now the most common trio was actually Lily, Lara Croft, and Ali. So the rest of these followers that did not make the cut, well, they're going to be sacrificed into this pool of virgin blood. Even though some of my followers are not really virgins. Jennifer. Now, right now I have a total of 10 followers, which is my maximum, and we're going to have to feed them somehow. And yeah, because, well, I'm a good leader. I need to feed my troops, my followers. Honey Pot by Benitoite makes it so it's irresistible to stick your hands into a jar of honey sweetness. The Honey Pot is available in 2K and 1K textures, and it looks like it's way more inviting than the vanilla honey jar, which looks very old and dirty. Ew. The honey drip makes it so you want to lick it all up. I love my honey jar dripping, sloppy, and sweet, if you guys know what I mean. Now the jar can barely contain all the honey as it oozes out of the lid. It's all around the lid. Ah yes, oozing with sweetness. Now there is also a non-drip version where there is no honey dripping on the side of the jar and there's less honey around the lid. Ah, makes me want to taste all the honey pots here. We can also gather some Snowberry Natural by Renthal311, and it totally changes how snowberries look. The snowberries now look as white as snow, and it does kind of remind me of a fruit in real life. Asians should know what I'm talking about. It kind of looks like lychee with the shell off. Yeah, that's what it reminds me of. Vanilla snowberries are dark red, and it has leaves that kind of look like mistletoe. The Snowberry Natural changes the leaves to look more like grape leaves, and the branches also has thorns as well. Snowberries is available in 1K and 2K textures. Getting these snowberries in the code is freezing my ass off, so maybe we should go get ourselves a warm outfit. Simple Armor by Aber is a cute fuzzy warm outfit. The entire outfit is white as snow and it seems to be knitted from yarn. Now it's a very playful and sexy as well since it is a one piece and it's very short, which exposes our legs to the code where we can get goosebumps. The hood is the cutest part in my opinion. The edges are lined with fur, it has fox ears, and it has its own hair when it's equipped. The yarn texture is superb and it's comparable to many other outfits that we have looked at previously that also use yarn. The strange thing is that it has a metal component around the chest and down the left arm, and hands, and finally the finger. It also comes with 2 different pairs of shoes. The pair of sneakers and a pair of yarn boots. Now the sneakers of course gives the outfit a modern look, while the yarn boots makes it a little bit more lore friendly. Now I gotta say, Ali here looks very good in the simple armor since the hood also changes her long hair to something that's much more manageable where it doesn't clip. The armor is available only for UNP and it can be procured through the command console by typing help simple. With this many followers, we may need to find a new place to live in. Ayleid Citadel by Lazz is a huge player home complex. The Ayleid Citadel can be accessed through a portal south of Falkreath. The portal is located on the side of the mountain and it will take us to a separate world space. Now once there, we are met with numerous glowing teal color arcs and it's just beautiful. Now we're gonna take a look at the exterior at the outside first. Now there are no shortages of pools. There are so many pools and they're all scattered around, and well, it's a great place to relax and to have naked followers walk around sometime. There are also gardens that look very neat and charming with its assortment of vegetation. The Ayleid Citadel not only contains our player home, but it also contains an entire town, such as this general store right here, and then we have an open air bakery on the other side. We shall take a gander at the general store first. Now it looks like it's a very high class general store and I'm surprised he's not selling LV or Gucci handbags, but it does look like he is doing well based on how nice his room is. Now the next place is the Magic and Alchemy store. Now inside we have this lovely alchemist at the front table and as well as her co-worker on the other side. Now the room, much like the other rooms we've looked at, is very wealthy and clean. Now in one of these rooms, there is a room where a group of people can get together to get high and have some fun. And it's also a good place to take screenshots with all those different color glowing clutter in the background. The next place we're going to take a look at is our player home, which requires us to pony up 15,000 gold to purchase it before we get a key so we can enter it. Now we have a living room which also doubles as a display room so we could show off our goodies. Now on the side room we have a spacious private room and as well as a bedroom for resting and sexy time. The most important room. Now in the back we have a big large round pool to swim in and it does seem to have a very nice view of the sky. Awesome. Now on the other side of the room we have the kitchen and dining room because well that's the next best thing, the next important thing because well food is good. On the opposite side of the Citadel, we have the Blacksmith. Now this is the cleanest blacksmith store that I have ever been to and it's the least cluttered as well. But it does seem like the Blacksmith is doing pretty well. As you can see, look at that, very nice. It seems like every single room is just so beautiful, nice and high class. Although there is a place, it's called Ruins, which is right next to the bakery. Inside we have kind of a decrepit and rundown area. Now despite all that, despite all the trash and ruins and whatnot, it still has a pool. Can you believe that? Near the Blacksmith, we have this bridge that goes across the lake. Now to our left on the bridge, we see some fishing nets and fishing poles, where we could go fishing, although I don't know if there's actually fish in this lake. Now on the other side of the bridge, we have a few observation areas, well, 2 exactly, that overlooks the lake and we could sit there, enjoy the scenery or have lunch or whatever. Beautiful. Now right on the lake we also have a tavern that's kind of isolated from the rest of the Citadel. Inside we have a brewery for some nice homemade mead. And then we have a cafe because well sometimes you might want to have a little snack while drinking. And in the main room we have a bar and dining tables because what tavern does not have a bar? Upstairs we have a dozen small rooms and it also acts kind of like an inn as well. The rooms are pretty similar to one another. You have a bed, table, a bench, and it's a little bit different from room to room, but it's similar. Now if this was a hotel, it would be a 5-star hotel just because of the style and the theme, and again it just has that very high class Roman style marble, nice carpeting look to it. The next place is going to be the palace and it's the most impressive structure in the Citadel. Now inside we have this large cavernous dining room which kind of makes Dragon's Reach look crappy and low class. Now there is a drone in the back where we can watch our subjects eat and wait a minute, there are 2 smaller chairs. Ah yeah, we can have like 2 wenches be right by our side. Now in the back room there's this very long swimming pool to do laps in. On the side room we have a large meeting or study room with a circular table in the middle. And right next to it there is a crafting area along with a Ayleid forge which looks pretty awesome, very cool, I like that. Very good touch. On the other side of the dining table there is a bar and kitchen. Now in the middle of the room it looks like it's like some kind of a dessert bar or buffet or something, all you can eat. Yes, all you can eat donuts and ice cream. Now back in the dining room there is a door that goes into the barracks. Now the barracks is where all of our troops and guards live in. Now there are these little small and cramped rooms with 4 beds in it and I gotta say the soldiers are very neat and clean and I'm surprised that they're not like fighting amongst each other just because they're living in close quarters. Now there is a few of these rooms. Now in the back there is a pool that have well for the troops to have fun and to get cleaned up. Now on the other side of the pool, on the other side of the room, excuse me, there is a bar because well a drunk soldier is a happy soldier that probably won't rebel. Finally there is a Lord's Chamber which costs 80,000 gold to purchase. Now at first I thought this was like some kind of a country club of some sort. It sports a very large living room. In the back we have a pool and a kind of a mini bar going on. Again, now it's giving me an impression that it's kind of like a high rollers club, a gentleman's club, except on the side rooms there is a room for 6 children. Now since the rooms glow so much, there's no need for any night lights for those children that are scared of the dark. Now the other side room is the master bedroom and it's the most impressive looking room ever. Now you can bring any man or woman in there and it will impress them just because of how big it is. The master bedroom is bigger than most other houses that we've actually seen before. Anyways, in the next episode, we're going to be most likely going to look at another player home and as well as some very hot mods involving new areas and custom quests. Well then, I am VatiWah. I hope you sexy beasts enjoy. Make sure to bang that like and subscribe button, bang it good, and leave a sexy comment or two. That would be fantastic. Follow me on Twitter and check out my other videos on my channel. That would be fantastic if you guys could check out my other videos and also share my videos on different places like forums that you frequent that might have some sexy beasts there that might be interested, as long as you follow the rules of the forum and whatnot, the site. Anyways, I'm VatiWah. Stay sexy, my friends. Stay sexy.